a zombie fight in the middle of Port Nianzaro's Malar Throat. There was a temple to Timora which was being assaulted, and you guys, being the valiant heroes that you are, came forth to be the first to respond. Now, aside from a few zombies and a ghoul to deal with, there was also one rampaging gorillon zombie, this four-armed fleshy creature. Now, while Mr. Paladin was downed quickly on, Gengar and the dwarf and our fishy archer did a great job of culling a lot of them, but there's still much more fight to go, and we begin with Arak Fireforge's turn.
Okay. First of all, let's revive the paladin, casting a healing word.
Very good, very nice. Perfect. So yes, you mention some chairs to who's your god? Is it Dimorphoin?
It's no. I forgot the name. It's the god of light.
Never forget your god. That is a serious 101 a cleric. You always know your god. That's very key.
Okay.
Let's see, bio. Put this into allies and organizations when you find out the name of your god. Best thing to remember your clergy.
Okay.
Very good. Anyway,
with
yes, you do that perfectly fine. Mr. Paladin, you are on 6 hit points and you are prone. But I can see you also have 15 points of lay on hands, which can be quite nice for you.
Alright.
Anyway,
yeah.
now with that having been done, we are at the Gorillon Zombie.
No, I'm not done.
You're not done. That is a bonus action. I guess you can Sacred Flame somebody.
Or I can use my Channel Divinity.
Ooh, yes you can. Yes you can. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer, censoring the dead. Each undead that you can see or hear within 30 feet must make a saving throw. If the creature failed a saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute, which basically means that it becomes fearing of you. You must spend this action to immediately go away. Alrighty, so we shall have 2 saving throws for the 2 little zombies. That both fail, and they shall both be turned, which shall be done by this crack. Now, most importantly, we've got this Gorillon zombie who's going to try this save.
Isn't there 3 regular zombies? Is there this one?
Ah, thank you, yes. His health bar was tucked underneath, well, Mr. Goodfellow, who you unfortunately could not protect and who died in combat alongside you. There is that one, you're quite right. However,
I thought you said he was knocked since he was at. It was so specific of a.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, I remember now. Yep. And then we have this zombie down here who is also going to fail, but the Gorillon zombie is unmoved. He is most definitely determined. Now, he resists your magical flash of light as he just gets angry and turns his rage and ferocity over your way, Arak. Now, it must spend its turn, so this will happen at the zombie's turn. They'll begin to run away. But now we have Ilofril Rosewood. Where are you, Ilofril? You're over here, manipulating the very productive Moonbeam.
Yeah, so, let me see. Is this a building I'm on top of, like, technically, or...
Technically,
like,
yes, it is.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. I'm gonna move towards the edge here, and, yeah, I'm gonna move my Moonbeam over to the Gorillon zombie.
Yeah, totally fine. You move it over, the Gorillon zombie gives a dex saving throw. He rolls a 14. What's your DC?
Wait, no, he makes a Constitution.
A Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
He rolls a 17, which I'm betting is a pass.
Yes, but he'll take half damage.
Very good. Let's see that damage rolled up. Very good.
Hey, that's 8.
Damage. Yeah, that is 8. But the Gorillon zombie is still managing to tank through it as a few of his sinews of bone, of his fur, still hang to his bony forearms. But yeah, good. Now it is Kolos's go, which is Frederick's responsibility.
Alright then. Kolos will start picking out those small ones with a. Actually, no.
May I ask what is their
what
class
was it?
resource?
Which one? Second wind, I think?
Okay, sweet. No worries.
Kolos will move over here to get a clean shot of the Grillon zombie and shoot at it with a longbow.
Totally fine, by all means. That is going to be a miss.
Alright.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a miss. Now, that is their turn, I believe, unless they have anything else they want to do.
Move a little bit back.
Okay, yeah, fine. Now, Pelagius, it is your turn. You are prone, so attacking from this position will be made at disadvantage.
Alright, I'll use half my movement speed to get up.
Done.
And, I'll use my action to put lay on hands on myself. 10 points.
Perfect, by all means. You go right ahead and do that. No problem at all.
Done.
Lovely. Alright, the Acolyte, I guess, is semi-dead. Did we miss the Gorillon zombie? Because I'm already back at Arak Fireforge. So, yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And that action is going to happen right now. Just wondering, where am I in all of this? Artemis, who is your character? Oh, yes. Oh, Mr. Bard. Mr. Bard. Are you with us right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're Jake, of course. Oh, sorry. We didn't see you last week, so I've not been thinking. Jake, you have been a little bit aside from all this because last week there was a dinosaur race. Ilophiel got in part of that race wild shaping into a velociraptor, causing a bit of unsportsmanlike disruption, while a bit of bumping and whatnot is allowed. Pelagius did cause an upset by spiking one of the lead racer's prized Allosaurus with a javelin during the race. The guys were quickly shooed away while Ilophiel was brought back by some of the guards because he wasn't in the race at all. But while they were trying to break him out, a surge of the undead came by this way. Now, you are up to something a bit different with the guards, and we will get back to that later on, and I will make that apparent what you've been doing right now. Or rather later on, or I'll just private message you while I can. But firstly and foremostly, we will deal with the Gorillon Zombie's missed go that shouldn't have happened after Arak Fireforge's turn. He goes away from Pelagius, climbing up onto the roof.
He'll have to do a Constitution saving throw.
At the beginning of his turn, yes. Though he wouldn't have made this if I did this on time. He fails his save. Give me 2d10 again, please.
Nice.
Whoa! Consistent. Yeah, that really does a number out from him. He's really messed up from that. And Pelagius, you will get an attack of opportunity as he moves. That is going to be a hit. Beautiful. Now, let me just check some details. Open that up. There we go. Yeah, that's all fine. Fascinating. Okay, yeah. So that Gorillon zombie, he is going to take a bit of that damage as you will strike him with your Yikla. And he's looking pretty hurt. You definitely scuffed him up, but now he's putting that rage over to Mr. Druid. Firstly, he goes in with one claw, which is a 16.
Yep.
Your AC is 14, I'll keep that in mind. Then the second claw. Then the third claw.
Yeah.
The third claw is a nat 1. And then the fourth claw.
Yeah.
This is 3 successful attacks. So, you'll make 3 Constitution saving throws for me. Firstly, you take 7 slashing damage, and give me a con saving throw, DC 10.
Okay.
That is a pass. Next, you take 5 slashing damage. give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Yep,
Okay.
you pass. And then the third Constitution saving throw after you take another 7 points of damage, 22 altogether, which I can see knocks you down.
Wait, is it 22? 7 plus 5 plus. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Oh.
Yes. You are knocked out. And regardless of if you made that save or not, you would be knocked out. Well, your concentration will be broken.
It's 19, right?
No, 7 plus 7 is 4. 7 plus 7 is 14, and plus 5 is 19. You're quite right.
Oh,
you are
wow.
exactly
So
right. My math is off today. I don't know what I was doing. Of all the odds, Mr. Elufio Rosewood, you are on 1 hit point. Very nice. And Arak Fireforge, you can have an inspiration for catching my mistake. The gorilla
Good job.
zombie is going to thank you for catching that mistake by bringing down a bite over the edge of the roof down to your head. Which is going to be a miss with a 19. And that is its go. But then we get... Oh, okay, so Elophiel, because you are still alive, that is a 5 on the Constitution saving throw, which is a failure, and your moonbeam does go down. Okay?
Okay.
Now, as for the zombies, they must immediately make their turn to go 30 feet away from Mr. Thingy. Firstly, they get to here, and they take the disengage action, and they move another 25 feet. No, 20 feet. The next one disengages as he moves a full 30 feet, and that is their turn. Elophiel Rosewood, you're right in front of a big gorilla zombie.
Well, I'm disengaging at that point then, so.
Sure thing.
So I move double my movement speed, so that's 70. So. I'm just gonna get far away as possible.
Okay.
Go
Now, you are not
probably-
a large gorilla. While climbing before this point wasn't an issue, to climb down this 10-foot high rooftop, it will be half your movement speed.
Okay, so. Well, how does that work then? So if it's half, then it's.
It's a 10-foot high
I don't-
roof. It takes double the movement to move down it. It takes 25 feet to get from where you are to there. And then you have another 15 to move to this position.
Even if I disengage?
You have a speed of 35 feet, so this is the scenario if you disengage, yes.
Well, I guess that's the best I can do at this point. So I'll do that. So where do I move again? To here?
Indeed. Oh, hang on. I forgot about this zombie over here, who will also move straight away from Arak, but also disengaging. Just catching up with that. Alright, so yes, you can move that way perfectly fine. No problem at all. You dodge out of the way, scurry off the roof, and begin to make your way off from the gorilla zombie.
Yep, that's me.
Excellent. Colas' turn.
Another longbow towards the large gorilla from
Excellent.
this angle.
Oh, I was wrong to make these zombies do the disengage action. So we'll catch up with that in a minute. So firstly, you do a longbow attack, which is going to be a hit, and it will do a good amount of damage. But all these zombies do need attack of opportunities. So firstly, we're going to have this one have its attack of opportunity as it tries to dodge, not disengage, but to dodge from you, Arak. So give me an attack roll, please.
Okay.
It's to be made a disadvantage, as it could not disengage.
Disadvantage?
Yes, instead of doing the disengage action, it has to do the dodge when it is turned and dead. Alright, so disadvantage, that is a miss. And Pelagius, you get a crack shot at one of these guys, but it's either this one or this one with your one reaction. Who do you choose?
The center one.
Excellent. At disadvantage, that is a hit, And this zombie is going to be almost dropped down. Now, as it passes by you, or as it tries to, the zombie wobbles. It staggers on its feet. It looks as though it is really hurting. However, it has a small little hang there, like a basketball waiting to drop down a hoop. DC 5 plus damage, so 14. And the zombie drops dead before you.
Well, it drops undead dead.
Yes, it drops to the regular dead. You seem to have cracked it square at the blue downward-facing triangle that seems to be painted across its forehead. Now where everything of that is sorted, Palladius, it is your turn.
I'm going to spend my last 5 lay on hands to heal up the acolyte.
Excellent, brilliant. Yes, you may absolutely do that. Alright, so with that, it is the Acolyte's go. Unless you have any other movement or actions you want to use, Palladius?
No, I'll stand fast.
Alright, you stand fast. It is the Acolyte's turn now. And he should still be in your journal.
I can't see him as a choice. Let me see. No, I can't see him anymore.
He
him.
will still
Right
be
here.
in there.
Found him.
Thank you. There we go.
He will cast Bless on 3 people. Casting it on myself, the druid, and the cleric.
Okay, so who are your 3 targets again?
The paladin, cleric, and druid.
So yourself, the cleric, and the acolyte. Is that right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Or not acolyte, on the druid.
On the druid. Excellent.
And then use since he had to use half his movement to get up from prone, he'll move 15 feet away.
Alrighty. Excellent. Yes.
That'll be end of his turn.
Excellent. 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 Now then, where are we? We're not going to do that. It is Arak Fireforge's turn.
Okay.
Now, Arak, it's worth noting that this Gorillon zombie is 10 feet above you, so he is outside of attacking distance at the moment. Melee attacking distance.
Okay, in that case, I move back. Can I see it from here?
You can see that Gorillon zombie from there. Yeah.
But it's like, is it under cover?
No, not at all. It's on top of the roof, so it's exposed to anybody who can have a line of sight on it.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to launch 3 sourcing rays.
Scorching Ray, very nice. Keep in mind, I think there is a material cost to Scorching Ray. I hear a dog of some kind. Bark, bark indeed. Scorching Ray, let's see the components. No, there is no cost. Ignore me. I'm thinking of Chromatic Orb. So yes, you spend that spell slot, and yes, you do a great sum of damage. 1 miss, but 1 crit. Now, on the crit, because you are doing fire damage, that Gorillon zombie is blasted as you take off 3 of his arms, or 2 of his arms, and then pelt him in the face with that critting fireball, as you then burn him up, charring his bones to dust, burning and filling the air with that nasty burnt hair smell as you kill him, as he slumps with all of his arms dangling off that roof, still burning in undeadness as you purge him.
Okay.
Very nice.
That sounds good.
What was that?
And, that sounds good, I said. I'm gonna stay there.
Alright, excellent, excellent. So now then, we have, well, that zombie's out, but we still got these zombies. Now, as far as the spell is concerned, these creatures are still turned. If there's nowhere to move, it just takes a dodge action rather. And yeah, it's turn for 1 minute. If the creature fails to it's turn for 1 minute. Yeah. So basically, these zombies continue to run away, I guess. They try to move away from the cleric as fast as they can.
They don't get a save? I don't remember.
Reading the spell, as I've just double checked, it doesn't say they get to make a save. Each undead creature you can see or hear within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw, turn for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage. Well, any one of these that has taken damage has been killed. So yeah, they continue to flee. And I guess you guys could let them run off if you so chose, but they may stumble upon some other villagers somewhere else. The exit to Malar's Throat is down this way to the south, you see. Well, I say south. This is actually orientated so they're heading north. Either way, this is now Elothiel's Rosewood's turn. And Artemis, just while I'm doing this, are you getting my messages?
Yes.
Alright,
I'm reading
good. So, Elothiel Rosewood, it is your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna... Can't really do too much. I'm gonna go over to the church and see if there's anyone that needs tending to. Because I see the zombies kind of running away, so...
Certainly, by all means, go right ahead. Alright, yeah, so you enter in the front, and you can see two carrying two children, both little girls, of between the ages of like 9 to 14, as they are certainly sobbing. They are currently they kind of scurried away from where the slash claws of the Gorillon zombie can be seen with its red lines struck across the ground, and it's four like arcs of blood that's being torn from these bodies of people are seen there. There's nobody that you can revive in these cases, but these children are still very much alive and safe.
Alright, I'm gonna tell them to follow me, and I will take them to the city guard.
Certainly. They seem compliant with you. It looks as though you mean them no harm, and yeah, they seem compliant with you. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Kolos' turn.
She's gonna chase the two zombies.
Yeah.
And shoot at this one over here with the longbow.
Alright, excellent, perfect. Give me a roll of attack, please. Alright, yes, that is a hit, and that does a so close amount of damage. The radiant glow and the turning of the undeadness is gone from that creature now, that zombie. And Pelagius, it is now your turn.
He's going to use a dash action and chase after them.
Alright, by all means, move yourself there.
There we go. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Okay, excellent. It is now the Acolyte's go.
Okay.
Does the Acolyte know if any of the zombies will actually never mind. He's gonna try and chase after them as well.
Alright, excellent, by all means.
Is he able to see the this zombie right here?
Draw a line. Let's see. Right, yes, but that zombie has half cover. But that won't matter for a Sacred Flame.
That's exactly what it's doing.
Yes. Go for it. Is Sacred Flame 60 feet of range?
That's what it says on this.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
willing to believe you. Yeah, 60 feet. Excellent. Zombie's gonna make a dex saving throw. He passes, taking no damage as he just dodges out of the flame. Excellent. It is now Arak Fireforge's turn.
Arak is going to dash to get nearer.
Yeah, sure thing, yeah. Anything else you do? Oh, you dash to there is what you said, yeah. And now it's the zombies go. So this zombie, mindless as it is going to move up to there, take a dodge action. While this one has not been hurt. So it shall continue to try and run away from the group, basically, and it's going to be 15 feet further away than that, which I'm going to mark on its token. Well, it wouldn't even be 15 feet away from that. It's going to be a whole 45 feet away from there, I guess. And yeah, that's their turn. Oh no, he's going to dash over to Kolos. He's a minor zombie. He's going to dash to Kolos. And it is his Alophiel Rosewood's turn.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of lean on my staff because obviously I'm hurt really badly, but I'm gonna lead these children out of the way of the combat. So I'm gonna move to there.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, and the children will they will follow behind you quite promptly. Yeah. Kolos' turn.
Alright, Colossus will be slapping at this one with her rapier.
Yeah, by all means. Let's see. That is a hit, and the zombie staggers there, feeling hurt as it definitely sways back and forth. But the zombie stays strong, not keeling over as it just groans and redoubles back in front after taking that brutal blow from the rapier. And it stays strong. Alright, Pelagius, it's your turn.
Pelagius shall sprint over here and throw one of his javelins at it.
By all means. That is a hit, and you do a good amount of damage, dropping the zombie as it definitely recoils back. But then the zombie begins to stagger, swaying side to side, as it then does a saving throw. Let's see, DC if this is that much. And the zombie continues to stand. Having another javelin pierce through it, it continues to wobble and stand to its feet.
Was he a pugilist in his previous life? Was he a boxer?
These are what, you know, when you chop off the lower half of a zombie and they continue to move. This is one of those times. Zombie continues to thrive. But now it is this acolyte's turn. Sacred Flame. The zombie fails as the radiant light pierces down this resistant zombie and evaporates his being in the holy glowing light as it squeals out. And with that, it is Arak Fireforge's turn, but you could let the other zombie... You know what? You guys chase after the zombie. You run after it to corner it down as it gets stuck between an alleyway between a couple of these houses. And just at the last moment, while all of you were going to make that super easy kill, that no problem kill with a groveling, trying to dodge, locked up zombie, Artemis swings down triumphantly from some sort of bridge of some sort of twine as he just leaps right down, and he goes, "Aha!" And he what weapon do you have? Is it a scimitar, a rapier, Artemis?
Cutlass.
A cutlass, so even better. He holds the cutlass in his hands as he swings on some miscellaneous rope that came out of nowhere into the scene. And with one stab down, he strikes at the zombie. Give me an attack roll, Artemis.
Alright. See?
You will be surprised to hear that is a hit. Give me damage. Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Yes, you strike the zombie down, diving your scimitar deep into its back. The zombie swaying and beginning to groan, swaying back to forth as it succumbs to this pain. And that is 5 plus 12. Yeah, you know, it dies before you, falling and shivering still. Well done, you guys have beaten that encounter. You may now roleplay freely.
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna.
Okay.
I kind of just look around and go, so... It's like, you guys are busy.
I'm gonna bring over the children slowly, obviously, because I'm bleeding, and I look at everyone. And I say, I'm kind of like coughing up blood a little bit. I'm like, is everyone okay?
We are just fine. Who are those two you found?
They were in the the church. They survived when the others could not.
Alright, I'll embrace children and say, it's alright now. You're fine.
Oh, well, if you guys have any, anything else to do at the moment, I have something that I do need to discuss with you.
Yeah, noted that whispering only allows so many bits of detail. But yes, if
Okay.
you care to relay that to the others, Artemis. I mean, you've currently dealt with that scene, and you know that some guards are coming by here, but these are guards that are personal, like guards of Wakanga Otamu and Ekane, the merchant, former gladiator prince, or princess rather.
Yes. So I tell them I was, I just had gotten in contact with that Wakanga guy, you know, that one that we tried to break into his place.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Good
actually,
fellow, hear you say that.
he was actually a pretty good guy, and he apologized that his guards were had repelled us from going there, or had kept us from getting into his place. But he wants to help us get out of you know, our situation.
How? Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so there was a bit of cutting out, but please continue, Artemis.
So the way he sees it, we have two options of getting out of this unpopularity from the races and such. We can fight in the arena to win over favor, or we can take on what's known as the Executioner's Run.
And what does that entail?
Basically, we have to go through a snapping, clawing trough of a pit filled with proprietorial creatures who will try to snap at us. They'll try to snap up at us as we run past.
So it's either the Colosseum with gladiators, or dinosaurs and other beasts, and we have to run through them.
Yeah, we basically have to try to outrun them and things like that. So either way, we could die.
I'm not fast at all. I prefer to fight.
I prefer to fight too because, quite frankly, running is not really something I can do right now.
You also
if we
may
fight
have had
them
a favor towards the gladiatorial arena because there is a preference, and the reason why they do this is because there is a preference towards glamoring you up, and it's expected of you to try and make a showman out of yourselves, and to add some flair, add some unique gladiatorial-like characters to win the crowd over. So these are key features to work from.
Oh yes. Okay. I didn't know if that was a key part of it, so I didn't bring that
Well,
up.
yeah, it is. You may remember if you see the entertainer background, there specifically is a variant that does say gladiator. So that should tell you that being a gladiator is not. It is 50-50 be good at fighting, the other 50 be good at winning the crowd over. Most definitely.
Okay.
Sounds like very bardic.
So long as we don't have to kill people, this will be fun.
Well, I'd love to, but I think we should rest first.
Oh, definitely.
You may or may not be allowed that option. It seemed as though from the tone of Wakanga, who told you all this before, you know, a zombie outbreak happened, of which to the town, well, the city of Port Nyanzaru is actually pretty much a regular occurrence as it happens. People who are outside on the slums from the inner city are often bombarded with wild dinosaurs, undead, and usually a call goes out from out here, and then a few minutes later somebody from within the city walls comes out to deal with it. But other than that, the people out here are left to volunteers. So an attack from undead is pretty common, but it's still an opportunity for you guys to show that you mean well, even if you may have done some bad in that race.
So when do we have to get this done, this gladiator?
It seems very much the case that it's going to happen today. There's no time to waste. There's the preparation's already made, and the longer you hold it off, the more likely somebody who's that rider who got his Allosaurus pissed off is going to keep appealing to because while you have a merchant prince on your side, you also have another merchant prince who seems particularly peeved off at you. You who had rented out one of his beasts to then commit this real bad sportsmanship on a dinosaur of his own, which has probably ruined his business a bit. And Wakanga will have told you all of this, Artemis, so you're aware of that situation.
Okay.
Well, I guess we have to get going.
Wakanga did also give you one other advice that you're willing to take, and he said that it wasn't recommended, but you guys are at Malar's throat, which is just exiting the city. If you wanted, you could leave right now, and he would try to get your guide to catch up with you.
We should keep up relations with our with this town, seeing
And
that we have
besides-
come here.
And besides, we don't even have the reinforcements. We only have Goodfellow. So, like, because we needed to get back to Camp Vengeance with the reinforcements, right? So
That is true.
we only have Goodfellow.
Yeah, that is true. All of his other paladin-like order people are a little bit lost in the disarray of things, but they can be easily found with this guy's help, and that won't be too much of a problem.
All right.
In
Well,
that case, we should take the young orphan children to Wakanga and see what he can do with them. It might also help with press.
All right. Yes, indeed. It may help, earn your case for sure. Perfect. Alrighty. So, you guys make your way, where? You know that, you're waited at either that's the wrong map. You're waited at either the Colosseum or at, what kind of Executioner's Run. Where do you guys go to?
Let's go to the Colosseum.
Yep. So we don't have time even for short rest, right?
You might have time for a short rest. It is unclear at the moment for you. But Artemis urges speed for sure. And you guys have made your way over there. When you're there, Mr. Palladius, you recognize the merchant prince who you have brought weapons from before. Ekane, if I've spelt the name right, or Eka. There you go. Come on. Portnians. Okay, I'm gonna have to just go through the merchant princes. Come on, where are you? Okay, yes, it is Ekane Afa, who deals with the weapon, shield, traveling gear, and all that stuff. Who was the gladiator or whatever, who has won her fortune through the old gladiatorial pit. You should have a handout for Ekane still in your journals. And when you guys approach, you are not met with too much hostility. You are met with some of her own guards as you are ushered in through the front. And you're taken into a dusty sort of relatively cool chamber where Ekane is there waiting for you guys as she basically greets you all. She has about 5 gladiators flanking around side her with particularly fanciful features to each of their suits of armor, depicting various gladiators fighting from the past, and you'll recognize them because you saw some of their likenesses around the walls to this gladiatorial arena, which is all open space, and which you guys are currently beneath some of the wide seatings of. So while there, Ekane just basically begins to talk to you guys, and she will say that I appreciate you all coming here so soon, and of course, you have a few things to answer for, but it's obviously not gone unknown that you are good-meaning people who are out of water here in Port Nyanzaru. You should not have thrown that javelin at that prize vaser's mount. That really had got you in a lot of trouble, didn't it?
I apologize. I was unsure of how this race would be, and I should have paid more attention to the other races.
It's the Unchained race. We've seen worse happen before. People are more skeptical because you're newcomers here, and, you're just an easy target for this kind of stuff. I've seen that rider do worse many times, he just covered it up better. But they definitely had a issue with your shape-shifting friend there. That didn't really work out in your favor, did it?
I do apologize for that.
She just goes, well, no point apologizing to me. It's all about the people. Now, if we have our way, we can just dismiss you. Perfectly fine. Give you a pardon. But it's going to cost us some fair amount of reputation, and it would cause disruption with our other merchant prince. You may have already had some sort of iron token with you, haven't you?
Yes.
Right, yes. That's what we were afraid of. That was him taking out a hit on you. Whenever we
That's no good.
Yes, there is a group, we shan't go more into it, that when we want to take a hit out on somebody, you will be issued one of those tokens. But before that hit takes place, you have time to make it up to that person, that prince. And in this case, you're going to make it up by entertaining the crowd through a circus using some of his animals.
Alright.
So this may not be the fight that you're thinking of, but this makes a excellent stage for certain theatrics. you being some sort of creature that communes with nature, I haven't really met most of your kind before, but I do know that animals and you work together, including and not limited to you being one. Do some kind of show that shows off the beast's prowess, their pedigree of Jobals. Not Jobals. Oh, I gotta open this up every time. They're so tricky to remember. Let me get the name right. There we go. Ifan Tauros, that's it. So make a good effort to show off Ifan Tauros beasts. As part of a circus, they'll be left here with you, and you will have until the afternoon, no, the evening rather, late night evening, with plenty of torchlight going on to show off such a spectacle. You'll be left with a few of his animal trainers, and basically he's been informed of this, and you're going to put on a show. Showmanship is encouraged. If you are to put on quite a disappointing, lackluster show, he may yet find more disapproval with you, and he may not take off the hit.
I will not fail him in this task.
See that you don't. Obviously, this is not how we would like to be treating foreigners who come down here, but sometimes you get caught in too much shit before you understand what's going on. Anyway, do this, and everything's cleared up.
So how much time do we have for this?
Well, you've been on a very punishing clock, which only leaves you with like 3 hours to decide how your show is going to go. And after that, you will have to perform. A really short time, I know. But you have your druid here, who I'm sure will be able to persuade the animals into, cohesion.
And I've been
Right.
really good at talking with animals.
With my help.
That's enough time for preparing for battle.
Well, it's not quite battle. You are doing a show. You are trying to show off the beast pedigree. This is not a battle. This pit is just a great stadium for you to do it in.
All the same to me.
Well, don't, because fighting any of his animals or damaging them is not going to look good. That's exactly what
Okay.
you don't want at this point, trust me.
Okay.
Alright then, which animals shall we be working with?
Your pick. You tell a guard that you need some for the show, and he'll bring some. And just to remind you of what is on offer from Ifantaro's Beastry collection, includes flying monkeys, giant lizards, hadrosauruses, one of which you guys rented, Ankylosaurus, Dinosaurus, flying snakes, and Triceratops. For extra coin, you could order in an animal, but that would take too long within the 3 hours that you have.
In that case, we should work with some of the best. First, Garlic Thunder. He'd be the best. As well as maybe a Triceratops, or I forgot the name of it. Yeah, Triceratops. Have him show off the might and the power that lives within the three-horned beast. Maybe some flying monkeys for the children.
Give me basically, Akane will basically say, well, since you're already ready to crack on, I'm going to leave you with my armed guards, and they will deal with your collections. You cannot leave this Colosseum. Understood?
Understood.
Very
Okay.
good. Very good. And she takes her leave as she... before she goes, she does turn around and say that Wakanga has also made sure that his guards are aware that you guys are welcome at his villa any time to see Syndra Sylvain. From what I hear, she looks... She's not getting any better.
That is unfortunate to hear.
Yeah, Wakanga has told me about the death curse, and why he's looking out for you guys. So do your best and don't screw this up for Syndra. And with that, she
We
just
won't.
takes her leave. Right then, what I need from you guys now is to decide how many animals you would like to ask for. There will be an increasing DC in animal handling. The more animals and the bigger they are. So, for example, whatever I'm imagining as a DC, one flying monkey is like 1 DC because he's a small little monkey. And then you have a Triceratops that's large, who's all the way to like 3 to 5 extra points of DC. So keep this in mind when you're deciding how many animals you want to try and include in this show.
Okay.
And I do want to hear what kind of theatrics you have planned. Stage names, ideas, what kind of tricks you want them to pull off, how you're going to show them off. The works. The works. Garlic Thunder is not going to require any DC extra. You get him for free.
Got it. That's what I'm thinking for what dinosaurs we should choose. Nothing too fancy, but enough to show off a good amount.
Yeah, we can do some stuff with them. Like with the flying monkeys, we could do some, I don't know.
Well, you need to change that I don't know into a planned performance.
Yeah.
So with
We
the
have-
flying monkeys, I was thinking since we loaned the Allosaurus without informing the Lord, we should use the flying monkeys to bring up the other 50 gold from our winnings to officially pay for it, as well as a show to the host.
Keep in mind that at the moment, none of the guards people are willing to be doing trade with somebody that their boss has taken a personal hit out onto. You know?
What I mean is, in taking the
want to
boss
buy
would
him.
be at the arena.
Yeah, you want to buy
Oh,
him now,
yeah,
but
okay.
now is not the appropriate moment to do that.
What I mean is to take the flying monkeys and give them 50 gold pieces to fly up to the Lord.
Again,
Uh,
dealing with the Lord. Okay, this Lord wants you dead. He has said to a group, he has said to somebody, these people I want to know will die in the next couple of days. And he is ill-tempered. Any direct, he wants you to make up the damage you've done with, disgracing his animals, using them to disgrace as part of the race, you know. It is like the equivalent of, it's like every guy that robs a bank uses a Hyundai, let's say. And so Hyundai take out a hit on criminals because you keep making them the branded criminal car. You see what I'm saying?
okay.
So
I have an idea.
Wait, what if we just... I mean, at the very least, we can make everything look really glamorous if I just keep using prestidigitation.
yes, for that you can only do 5 cubic feet of fanciful lighting in a very large coliseum. Now this
That's
is not.
okay,
Yeah, now
because I have an idea. I have an idea. So hear me out. So I think we should do some sort of not a full play, but kind of telling a story. Everyone likes a story, right? So why don't we play our own kind of story? And I think we should do it of a hero trying to defeat some sort of villain.
Now that is
And
very
I
good.
think-
That is a very good idea. The more you can match this to Cholton history, the better.
So I think what I should do is I'm gonna get rid of all this, and Elithio kind of shakes his cape of roses and all that, and I'm gonna dress myself up as some sort of hunter with like a Tyrannosaurus head costume and everything. And then one of you, and I point to all of you, and I say, one of you is going to be the villain. And I'm going to be riding on the Triceratops, and we're going to kind of do battle. Fake, of course. And then with your help, and I look at Artemis, and you're going to make me like look glamorous with your, and I kind of wave my fingers, prestidigitation.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I can also play a tune while I do it. So like I can use
Yeah.
because I can use the instrument to cast the spell, so I can also play a tune while I'm doing it, so it gives it more of a dramatic.
Now that's
And
excellent.
I can use the
That's
I can
excellent.
use the light cantrip to make your weapon glow.
Exactly.
Now, guys,
Yes.
before we continue on to it, I have taken you onto a blank little canvas for your theatrics to go on. You can draw anything on there, and you can arrange any sort of material within reason. Crates, barrels, bundles of hay. The sand can be dug up to collect up and make a change in the environment. Some props can be made in the time, such as trees and various like foliage, perhaps tumbleweed equivalent, just stuck in there, just to make everything look good. And you can just drag whatever you want, or you tell me, into this ring, and we can organize it, including the animals. And you can organize and plan out this whole display. But here's the thing. You have a 3-hour countdown. And with that in mind, I'm going to give you, I think I'm going to give you 30 minutes. No, would you like 45 minutes or 30 minutes to plan this out before you must perform?
Let's
maybe
go 45.
Yeah, let's go
45 minutes, beginning now.
Okay, so I have an idea. So this is out of meta. I'm just saying this out of meta. But I don't know if you guys know of Magic the Gathering. Do you guys play Magic the Gathering?
I know of it.
Used to.
Enough of it.
Okay. So I want to try like doing a story of like an invader coming into Chult, and then I, being the hero, would drive them away. So, in this block Ixalan, which is kind of similar to the setting that we have here, like the dinosaurs on this island, there's these invaders like pirates and stuff like that, right? So what I'm thinking is what we do is one of you or two of you can dress up as pirates, and somewhere over here, because I'm going to be over here. Okay, so I'm actually going to drag myself over there now. So I'm going to be over here, right, with the Triceratops. And over here is going to be the two pirates or the one pirate or whatever, right? And we're going to have like a part of a ship here. Like, let's do like the front of the ship if we can.
You know exactly
like over
where
here.
there's one semi-broken ship that could be used.
Okay, perfect. So we can have like this ship over here or something, and then one of you can come off it, and I'll have let's see, Artemis, can you be like my squire, kind of?
Yeah, like your hype man.
Yeah, so like you would be like my squire, and I would come over here as one of you is coming off the ship, and I'd be all like, what brings you to these lands? And I kind of sound imposing, and one of you would be all like, in a pirate voice, I guess, you'd be like, we come here to steal your treasure and your booty, and all that kind of stuff, right? And then I'd be like, these lands holds no treasure of what you want. Be gone. And you'd be like, you'd be like, well, we come here to steal it whether you like it or not, matey, or whatever. And then we kind of fight it out, right? We fight it out, and you would have the flying monkeys. Because you're a pirate.
Yep.
And then you would like try to attack me with them, but then Arak would light up my sword, and I'd like point it up in the air, and all the flying monkeys would disappear, right? Or like they would fly away. And And then what I would do is for the final act, I'd charge my Triceratops at whoever's the pirate and pretend to gore him, and then he would be dead, and then, and then I'd say something inspirational, I'd be like, this is another victory for the great island of Chult. And then that would be kind of like the story.
Alright, I'll be the enemy since people hate me anyway.
FYI, I have given you a handout called The Performance. Hopefully, you should all be able to edit it and to make a list of all that you have planned at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to write the script right now. Someone take care of the props, okay?
Alright,
Yes.
thinking of it already.
So yeah, I can see that Frederick has begun with the props. So he makes a request for a busted pirate ship, of which you guys do have available. So we will sort out that piratey ship while you guys are getting all this stuff together. I found one kind of pirate here. Interesting sort of mouse thing. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, we can have you guys in actual outfits. Oh, that's cool. We can use these as some props.
Stand-ins.
Yeah, the stand-ins, the dump doubles. Stunt doubles. There you go. Swashbucklers. Yes, there we go. We'll just gather a collection of these just so we're ready.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Ah, got a premium asset, I see. Well, that doesn't look particularly brilliant.
I'm trying to think of a name for myself.
Oh yeah, stage
because-
name is all encouraged. All of it to outfits, all of it definitely encouraged.
So Artemis, what I'm gonna write like a narrator type thing for you, okay?
Mhm.
Like and you're gonna like say, let me think. Like you're gonna say, once upon a time, in a time not so long ago, there was a hero by the name of blah blah blah, and he was once. Hold on, I'm gonna write it anyway. But you'll kind of be like my squire, but you'll also be the narrator of the story as well. And you'll use your bardic sort of talents to kind of narrate the story, kind of.
Yeah.
So,
If that makes
who's
sense.
who's gonna be the pirate bird? Who's gonna?
So I will tell the story of it. Just get it to just make sure you can. I get it like in writing a little bit, just so I know like. The
No,
basic
yeah,
notes of-
I'm gonna write it now. I'm gonna write it now, and then we'll do that. So Eric, Pelagius is going to be one of the pirates. You could be a pirate too if you wanted, but it's going to be kind of hard for you to cast the light on my sword without it being like too obvious. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
would the crowd
You can
mind?
catch
Would the crowd
light on
mind?
the sword, but keep it sheathed until you. Or you can
Your
actually
question,
use.
would the crowd mind? It all comes down to helping them enjoy the illusion you give. So if you do break the illusion, then they're going to think, oh, shoddy display, you know?
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
should use my Yikla instead. It's a Choltian weapon that they'll recognize.
Very
Okay,
true,
that's
very true.
that's fair. That's fair. All right, then maybe am I able to keep it sheathed if Arak casts light on it before the performance, and then I can pull it out, and then it's all light? Or
Wrap it up and then unwrap
Yeah,
it.
no, you have a sheath. I think yeah, you can totally do that. You can totally do that. And it will be
Okay, so
nighttime,
that takes
so
care-
it's a great opportunity for such a spell.
okay, so then Arak will cast light on my Yikla before the performance, and then when I take it out, it's gonna shine, and then all the monkeys are gonna run away and stuff. Okay, but I'm gonna write the script right now, and then I don't know. Hold on, I'm actually gonna put myself not on push to talk. How do I do that again?
It's
in this
long
little
since
setting.
I've done that.
Where would you like this little
Voice.
shacky house that you can get as a prop? Where do you want that?
There we go. What's that?
I believe we should keep that towards the opposite of the ship.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
One a bit bigger than this?
Maybe a few of them, so that looks like a town.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That is very good. Okay, so I'm going to start writing down. So this is the narrator. So once upon a time, in a time not so long ago.
In a galaxy
There-
far, far away.
There's no galaxy. No, stop. Once upon a time, in a time not so long ago, there lived a hero by the name of... What should be his name? What's a Chalton name?
Well, you could do some of the merchant princes, but you have all basically explored around the place. Artemis, you had seen that statue to the far distance. Why don't you give me a history check to recall, what those, what that statue was called? Alright, that's a pretty good roll. I think you do remember it. So you remember that, like, one of the first people to really, like, establish themselves here. Let's see. Yes, the statue. So you remember one of the names to the great kings. The great king Na-Nubbuso. Na-Nubbuso. Which I'm going to copy and paste for you. And
Okay.
also,
Okay.
Mr. Artemis, some dramatic battle music. I know exactly what will stir an audience. Don't
Okay.
you worry. Don't you worry.
Perfect.
I think you'll agree.
Okay. Yes, and it's Na Nambuso, and he was the he's like the founder of this city?
Yeah, pretty much. He is recognized as like the forefather great king that established everything before the hierarchical kingdom fell, and it became a kind of voted by popularity government of merchant princes.
Can I do I recognize his, like, how he looks?
Yeah, you can actually recall his details because they definitely went to great efforts to make him resplendent. You can remember things such as an ancient king, Chalton king in full regalia, resplendent in a loincloth of leopard skin and a headdress of feather shells, and Tyrannosaurus teeth draped in a cape of gorillon fur and monkey tails, and wielding the traditional oval shield and Yikla of Chult. And so you have Yikla.
Fort Nianzaru.
Yeah.
Okay, so there lived a hero by the name of Na Nebuso who protected the early town of Port Nianzaru. At this time, was it like fragile, like the political structure of it then? Like if he was like
then,
the first.
there was no structure. It was just untamed jungle, and some of the it was just be the strongest to survive, to take root in this fertile, lush but dangerous land.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this was a time where frontiers had never been discovered, and it was up to the laws of nature who would survive.
You have 32 minutes as it happens.
All was well until one day a particular ship came to Chalton waters with a particular ship came to Chalton waters with a most unruly crew. Okay, so that's going to be your part there, Artemis. And then you will say, I'll say Squire. You're going to say Sir, there is a ship requesting to dock at our shores. And I shall say, let us... My god, I've never written like a play before, so this is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's
but it's
awesome.
also kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, let us greet them. Okay, and then we're gonna go over there, and then pirates. Do you want a name, Pelagius?
Oh yeah, stage names
My
are
name
deeply
shall be
encouraged.
Jake. My name shall be Jake Marrow, and my mate, our fishy friend, shall be Knucklecracker.
Okay, so Captain what?
Jake
Jake?
Marrow.
Jake Marrow, okay. I love it. Jake Marrow. Okay, so Captain Jake Marrow is gonna say, I want to put you in a role that's like very rude. Like you're a rude captain. You don't care about anything. I'm gonna say, Captain Jake Marrow is gonna say, "Ahoy, landlubbers! Ahoy, landlubbers!"
We're going cheesy.
Yeah.
We're going cheesy.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is great.
It's the gladiator pit, you know? You want to be the showman to appeal to the stereotypes. By the way, just while we're going at it, let's get, when you have time, give me a cemented group of animals you want. You asked for some flying monkeys. How many would you like?
3, right?
I think 2 would do.
Yeah, 2.
2 are good.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
And
two's
you
good.
obviously want garlic thunder.
Yes.
Oh, garlic. Artemis, you can have garlic thunder, and that'll be your squire mount.
Nice.
What is okay? Question: what is garlic thunder?
Oh, you
Allosaurus.
missed it! He's the
Oh.
stinky Hadrosaurus mount that they rented for the race, who they finally found out was stinky because he was in heat, and those were the musky pheromones of an in-heat dinosaur.
Is it still in heat?
Yeah, even fucking in public at that race, just I mean, it's still its season, you know.
Shit. All right. Well, I'll do it anyway.
Yay! This is gonna be great. I love this already.
Any other animals?
And then the
T-Rex for a hero to
Triceratops.
ride.
What's
Or
that?
that's what I meant. The Triceratops for a hero to ride.
Ah, yes,
Yes.
the Triceratops.
The hero needs to ride in on something badass.
Now,
Yeah.
Triceratops are quite an accustomed. It hasn't been made official, but the token you received definitely depicted that of a three-horned Triceratops. That much can be said.
Perfect. That's what we wanted. Yeah, okay. So, like I was saying, ahoy landlubbers, like, I come seeking treasures and loot.
This is great.
Give me all that ye have, or face the cold steel of my sword. I want to name the sword something stupid.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Or face the cold steel of my sword.
Hang on.
Barrier Reef. Let's call it Barrier Reef.
Oh,
Barrier Reef.
I like it. Your barrier reef laid the pirates low in their ship.
So that's what you're gonna say, Pelagius, and then I'm gonna say, hail, sea traveler. We have many treasures, but none to which you are allowed to have. I'm going into like old English here. I don't know why.
Oh, of course.
But
of
none
course.
to which you may claim. Be gone from these shores and never return.
Oh, can't wait
And
to show
then,
this asymmetrics.
Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of, a Triton in such a watery scene would really fit in, as maybe an outlander, the comedic relief, the pirates like drag up something from the sea. It's like, oh, that's not a fish, that's a human. No, boss, it's a fish. I swear, look at it. You could have some comedic relief in there if you really want.
Yeah. Actually, that's good. We'll have Pelagius be like, if that's how you want it to be, and then he's gonna turn to Arak, and he's gonna say, bring up our first mate, and then whatever her name will be, and then he'll be the fish, and then Arak is gonna be, you mean the Triton, sir? You have to be politically correct about these things.
Yes! Tropical!
and then Pelagius is gonna look at him and is like, what did you say? And then Arak is gonna be, sir, she's a Triton, actually.
I don't hear you typing. This is gold.
I'm just putting it in my mind. So Captain
This is gold.
Jake Marrow is gonna be like, bring up our first mate, Beastmaster. And then what was her name gonna be? Sorry. Knucklebreaker.
Oh yeah.
Knucklebreaker. The fish. and then Arak. What's your name, Arak? What's your pirate name gonna be?
Short John Silver.
Short John Silver?
Yeah.
Short John Silver. Okay, so Short John Silver.
Just go one down. Just be Short John Bronze.
Oh.
Short John Bronze. Yes. Perfect.
Short John's bronze spears.
Short John Bronze. He's gonna say, actually, sir, she's a Triton. You have to be sensitive to these races.
Be sure that you put people's names in front of the lines so people know who's who.
Yeah, I did that already.
Oh, also, if you could, give me 2 parts where you want chill music and where you want epic music.
Okay. Alright, so Captain Jake Marrow.
Yes, I will make sure
will
to
say.
You have 24 minutes.
Okay, somebody, and I'm not sure who, but somebody in our group has to do the thing that everybody does in a performance where you don't remember your lines, you have them written on your hands, and you just have a monotone reading style.
Oh, the fish should do it because it gets washed out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So Captain Jack Mara will say, I don't care who she is. Just bring her up. And then Short John Bronze will do that. So Short John Bronze.
Now, if I'm right in understanding some of this, the flying monkeys, all they have to do, are they like mascots of the pirate ship?
They're going to be
they're
like
the what's it called? Knucklebreaker is like the Beastmaster for them, and then she's gonna release the monkeys on me, and then that's when she's gonna do the monotone voice. The voice, she'll be like, "Taste my fury," and then she's gonna let.
Yes.
What's
well,
that?
Everybody has control of Triceratops, Hadrosaurus, and flying monkeys, and you can position them where you want them in this scene, just to help you visualize how everything will pan out.
Okay. Real quick question. Can I go over to the cage of the flying monkeys?
Yes, of course you can, yes.
Did they molt any feathers off?
No. These monkeys are in very good position, pedigree, and they look very clean, healthy monkeys, so they're not in a molting mood.
Can I pluck one feather off without pissing anybody off?
You pluck one off there, like cute little face. I mean, look at one of these faces. Look at that. Look at that. And you just like nip in and you beep, and then you just go yeah, as they like didn't enjoy that a bit, and they do screech like monkeys.
Okay.
Oh, you know, maybe
so-
not. Maybe not that kind of screech. They give capuchin monkey sort of. I don't know how to recreate that with my human voice, but you get it.
Yeah. So I pluck one feather off and I just kind of walk away and put it in my bag.
Yeah, sure thing.
Save that for later.
Comes with the 2 monkeys. Knuckle Breaker. It's too bad that she isn't here, but either way, Knuckle Breaker says in monotone voice as she looks at her hand.
Oh, you know what could be cool? This is just sand.
What's that?
So you could just change, prestidigitate its color in a certain area to make a portion of it look like water, and another part look like sand, or whatever color you want.
Oh, that would be good for when I kill the pirate, and then he can do that for like blood, you know?
Yeah, indeed.
I feel like also the Triton should have like simple lines like "Help, help! These pirates want to kill me."
These pirates are taking me against my will, or something. I don't know. But I mean,
like-
she's the Beastmaster though. I wanted her to be the Beastmaster so she can like attack me with the monkeys. But
What I was thinking instead, like have the monkey on the pirate captain's shoulder and then stick it on him.
oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that as well, and then we can make. Okay. Bring up our hostage. We can make the Triton the hostage, and then we could be like, and then you could be like, bring up the fish, and then blah blah blah, and then I don't care who she is, and then she would say, oh no, help me, help me, and then she could be the hostage, I guess. So.
Okay.
You also have these 3 large braziers, and they are to scale, which is kind of conditional for this stage, as this will be performed late at night when everything goes dark.
Ooh, wait. Let me see. I want to see if I can use. Can I use prestidigitation to intensify flames of a fire? Like just make them look bigger?
Ooh, you know, I think I'd allow it. Yeah.
All right. It wouldn't be for like combat purposes ever. So yeah.
What was it? There was a really cool spell that literally made you like allow you to do like electric guitar stuff. I don't know where to find it, but I know it exists. Oh.
In these times, help me, and then Nah will say, let her go.
If you need
And
other
then-
actors, by the way, you can ask for them too.
It would be best if we had like 2 other actors, like just to be as like background like pirates, you know, that way it's not only just John Bronze and Jake Marrow, like he would have some crew.
Like
Yeah, sure.
Batman.
Yeah, basically. So Captain Jake Marrow will be like, I'm gonna be so cheesy. I will let her go. And then ... after you die.
I've been saying her, but the Triton is actually a male. I just keep slipping up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hang on, sorry, you're in a play. Who cares? Cross-dress them if you like.
Yeah, you could, back then males played girls.
And
You know?
still, whatever it was.
And still,
And it's a fish person, who can tell?
yeah. After you die, and then you would sick the monkeys on me or on Nah, and then at this point, Nah raises his sword and light deters the monkeys away. And then you would say, Pelagius, Captain Jake, would say, sometimes you have to get things done yourself. Have to get things done yourself. and then you would jump down from the ship. Down from the ship.
Have any of you seen The
And-
Greatest Showman, out of interest?
The
no,
what?
I haven't.
No.
Well, never mind then. I'll just play this in the background. You won't get it, but fair enough.
Okay. And then I would charge. I keep saying I. Nah. Charges with the Triceratops. And quote unquote gores the captain. And the captain is dead. And then Na would say a great victory has been achieved this day under the glorious sun of Chult. And then the narrator, which is you, Artemis, would say, and so to this day, children.
You guys have 15 minutes.
Okay. I think I'm almost done the script. And then. And so to this day, children dream of riding atop dinosaurs to deter away any invaders who would dare land on our shores and steal from us our hard-gotten gains, I guess.
I guess he finishes.
The end. Okay.
Yay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
save. No,
give that a save for me.
and then Control C, Control V.
Oh, have you done this
There we
into like
go.
a Word document or something?
Yeah, I was doing it in a Word document, and then okay, so I pasted the script on there.
Yeah.
So you guys can take a look at that and see if anything needs to be changed, or if you guys like that, what have you.
I need you to edit a moment for chill music and a moment for epic music.
Okay, so chill music. So let's go chill music before, all before, Sick the Monkeys on Na. So that will be before,
Stick the monkeys on now. I see that.
and then after that will be the epic music all the way up until, the captain is dead, and then we'll have like victorious music or chill music or what have you.
Now, it's probably worth mentioning that you will be expected to fake some combat, since this will involve that, and that's great. So we won't be having attack rolls and whatnot, but we will have performance checks, and we will do attack rolls only if there's like a nat 1 in there, but no damage will be issued.
Okay. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll do that, and then we'll go from there. So,
I added the music cues in the performance.
Oh, cool.
okay, perfect, good.
Alrighty. You can also colour in the names just so everybody can see their part better. You can have fun with that. While you adjust that and tie it up, let's deal with the whole situation with the animals. So firstly, Mr. Pelagius, looking like the king of an era long gone, You are
Oh
going.
no, I was the king. He was the pirate.
Oh,
Pelagius
Jake,
was
you're
the
the
pirate.
king. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
No, no, I
No,
I
I'm
am.
the squire.
When I hear I, that's not helping. I need a name. So
Okay,
Phil.
and Gengar is the hero.
Excellent.
Gengar is Na, and then
Yes.
Artemis is my squire, who's gonna ride on Garlic Thunder.
Yes. Okay, yes, I see that. Now, because you are riding these two, you will not need to be training these animals. You will just be riding them, and that will be them being guided. The most unruly between them is the Triceratops, and I know you can friends that spell, Mr. Druid, so you're fine,
Yeah.
and Garlic Thunder is well accustomed to you guys. He's a tame animal, so that's all good. The only bit of animal handling and training involved are going to be these monkeys to fly away on the cue of alighting Yikula, which I will have you give for me now, whoever's willing to do it.
Does it have to be the?
Oh!
Oh, nice!
Oh!
There you go.
Oh!
Good job.
So, you can get these monkeys to do a lot more than just fly away. You can get them to definitely do some level of very fun acrobatics, or they are intelligent to a point where perhaps they can do some fanciful maneuvers. They can add some extra flair in this. These monkeys are very intelligent and very well trained.
We'll have them swoop down and attempt to attack a little while before the light is shown.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Done. Alrighty
They'll
then.
do flips and barrel rolls and all the like, and then when the light shows, they'll scurry off.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Alrighty then. So, have you got everything you need sorted?
I'm gonna see if I can highlight the stuff. I mean the rolls. Can I do that on this one, or?
Yeah, when you click the edit tool, and you will see just above them, you can do a recent color while you're hovering over them. So if I go to begin music, I go to this highlighted yellow, and I choose a red.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay, so Artemis, you're gonna be yellow throughout the script, okay?
Okay.
I shall be red.
You guys have 9 minutes and 25 seconds.
Pelagius, you're gonna be blue.
Okay.
While we are at all the other stuff, this is not, though you're doing much work, you are not in any danger, and you will qualify for a short rest while you do all this. You grab it here and there, and you will get a short rest in.
Alright.
Oh, I will. Well then, if we do short rest, can I play my Song of Rest?
Yeah.
Alright. So, everyone gains an extra 1 HP.
Nice, thanks, man.
Mm.
I just realized that I'm still doing this at 1 HP, so I'm just like bleeding while I'm directing everyone.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's totally.
You're an adventurer.
So, Arak, you're gonna be green.
Okay. Sounds good.
What's a good pirate symbol? That looks like a good pirate symbol. A flag.
And Knucklebreaker is gonna be a light blue. Oh, that's not blue.
Is Arak another pirate?
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. He's the first mate.
Hmm.
And that's when he's going to say, no, actually, sir, he's a Triton. You have to be politically correct about these things or whatever.
Yeah. Hello, Phil. Don't forget you have some rest to get back. It was a short rest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'll get to that. I'm just editing the colors.
Oh, okay. You guys have gone quiet. What are you up to now?
We're just waiting.
Just
Yeah.
waiting?
Yep.
I'm still doing
Right, I
the
think-
coloring. Sorry.
Okay.
I think we're waiting on him to do the color coding and all that.
Fair enough. Let's see. We can stop with this now because we're getting closer to the time.
Okay, so everyone look. Okay, so it didn't do the color code. Oops.
Oh, hey, you guys have time for a bit of Chotchi, I guess.
No, we're not doing Chult G right now. Why didn't it color code?
I don't know,
weird.
but underneath performance, somebody put V. Don't know why somebody put a whole bunch of V's there. Who's what color? What color's narrator?
Do you see? Narrator would be yellow.
Narrator yellow. No,
Oh,
okay,
thank you.
that's all yellow. That's not what I... Well,
Oh.
that's because I put the text as bloody... Ugh. What am I doing?
I mean, if I see a yellow line, I know I'm gonna read it. So.
Ugh.
That's true.
Foreground color, background color, that's what I wanted. Oh my god, what am I doing? Jesus Christ. Okay. Background color. White. Okay, we got grey going. Foreground color. Okay. Background color yellow. There we go. What color's the squire?
Yellow.
The squire is yellow?
Same
Yeah.
actor.
Okay, done. Nah. What color is he?
Red.
Boop. Done. What color is Captain Jake Marrow?
Blue.
Done. Whoops. Bit too much blue. Done. Nah is red. I shall fill this in. You guys use this opportunity to plan everything you need to.
All right. So before I if you're reading the script, Frederick, after I say let us greet them, give it a few seconds because I'm going to walk my dinosaur over to you, and then you say ahoy landlubbers.
Got it.
Da 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 da. You know. Okay. What else am I thinking? Yeah. So then, when you say sometimes you must get things done yourself, then you should say, I forgot to say this, and you should say, let's get them, boys, and then the other actors are gonna charge as well as the first mate and yourself, and then we'll do like a little battle as well.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What's
And then
well, Short John's Jim should hopefully understand where he is. But let's give him color of orange.
you can give him green or orange. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, green.
Alrighty. Yep, that's you guys color coded, as you should be able to see.
Yep.
Perfect. That's awesome. All right. Does anyone have any questions with the script or anything about what I've said?
No questions on me.
Okay. Artemis, you're good?
And the fish is supposed to be a hostage, right?
Yeah. Wait, no, you're not going to say our first beast, mate Beastmaster. You're going to say...
Alright, you guys have 2 minutes left, as people are beginning to shuffle closer towards here.
There we go. Okay, I changed the script. So you're going to say, bring up our hostage, the fish. And then John Bronze is going to say, sir, she is a trident, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah.
Less than 2 minutes.
Alright.
Okay. I'm ready.
You
Mhm.
ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Do... I know I had this for the race, so I don't know why I can't find it. Where is it? I used it before. Where is it? 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 I had it before. No, there we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, make a noise.
Hello.
No, not you guys. This soundtrack I picked. Anyway,
Ah.
so yes, the crowd surrounds you as they begin to swarm and fill in the stadium with not a minute to spare. The braziers are left at a very gentle glowing ember-like lighting as they slowly and gently illuminate. First, you count out as the first 10 people come into the stadium. You quietly wait your posts, whispering to one another, gently petting your mounts to make sure they're all being well behaved. And after the first 10, eventually the first 50 come into view. Then only one row of one section fills in with the first 100. And then after that comes the next 1,000 people cramming all around you. The merchant princes do not sit next to each other. They evenly space themselves around the ring to its uppermost corners. Rather, no, not to the uppermost, to the middlest of each section, being surrounded by some of their own guards, as you can see, including Wakanga Otamu, Ekane, and Ifran Talro, as some of the notable merchant princes who have come to tonight's session. And for sure, it definitely seems like a lot of the upper crust of Port Nyanzaru has come to see this, while there does seem to be a variety of urchins that manage to climb all the way to the hands of the statue gladiators standing to the very top. And yes, the crowd begins to settle. You can hear somebody going... You can't make out what they're saying, but somehow you feel as though you know what's being sold. When the time is right, Mr. Narrator has been given a torch to light and to set the braziers on fire. And when he's ready, he can begin.
Alright. So, I go to the center fire.
Yes?
So I put myself at the center of the...
As
Hang
you
on.
light your torch and begin to make your way to the center, the crowd goes quiet as they hush over your dark, dimly lit, silhouetted figures, the night sky dotted with billions of twinkling starlights, as you're about to make your grand performance.
So I first light the main one in the center,
Yes.
and then I just kind of turn around and I go, "Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
I
hang
hope
on.
you're in." Sorry.
You have begun, so will the music.
Yes, but not yet. I just wanted to first be like, I hope you're ready for a fantastic show as I use prestidigitation to make the flames rise up much higher and in an epic dramatic fashion.
Certainly. Give me a performance check there, please. Yes, excellent. The flames roar up with a particularly loud, notable sound. And I hope the music can start now.
Yes.
Excellent, because it needs a bit of a warm-up to get to it. But yes, the flames flare up and spark into the night sky, as you can hear the crackling embers all flit out around it and hum through the air as everybody becomes illuminated, as you then fill up the other two braziers to light up the rest of the scene.
Alright. I go, once upon a time, in a time not so long ago, there lived a hero by the name of Nanabuso, who protected the early town of Port Nyanzaru. this was a time where frontiers had been discovered, and it was up to the laws of nature who would survive. All those all those people lived well until one day a particular ship came to Chilton waters with a most unruly crew. As I kind of like get in now, I kind of like go into character and go,
Yeah.
Sire, there is a ship requesting to dock at our shores.
And I kind of look up into the air and I say, "Let us greet them with open arms." And I kind of start slowly making my way with my dinosaur over
Yeah.
to the ship.
Yeah, totally.
But I do it slowly so that way people can see like the dress that I have on and like the ornaments on our dinosaur.
Oh, absolutely. You take your time to walk around this brazier as it illuminates around you from all angles. And most assuredly, you are not recognizable from the race-disruptive druid that you were. Now in these regal garbs that your bard is able to recreate thanks to his description of what you need. Oval shield and yickler in hand, for sure.
Sweet. And I go with my squire over to the ship, and yeah.
Yeah, Squire, you're a little behind your boss.
Yes. I go heading over with Garlic. What was it?
Garlic
Garlic
Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah, he reeks, by the way. This is noxious for you, but you're an actor. You'll live through it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
As I play my violin.
I shall swing off the ship on a rope and land right in front of the T-Rex.
Acrobatics
Or
check, please. Or a performance check, and if you're proficient with either. Okay, so you do a beautiful, magnificent triple axel, double backflip, and you land face first into the sand on the ground before you. You then take a moment.
For the,
Yeah, go on.
it's for the comedy. As
Yes.
I wipe off my my buttocks and everything, stand up, and shall shout, "Ahoy!"
There was a giggle. There was a giggle. It was so natural that there was a giggle from the crowd, for sure.
Ahoy, landlubbers! I seek your treasures and all your loot. I, Captain Jake Merrill, and the party of the Black Pearl shall steal all of it for me. So now you shall face the cold steel of my sword, thine barrier reef.
Hail, sea traveler! We have many treasures, but none to which you may claim. Begone from these shores and never return. And I point my finger as I say, "Begone," in a very intimidating manner.
Oh yeah, give me an intimidation check.
Okay. Oops.
Your voice breaks. It's actor cancer. Your voice just goes, "Be gone," you know.
For the comedy.
And I try to compose myself a little bit more as I complete my line.
Yeah. You don't drop it, but maybe that costed you a little bit. However, yes, continue.
Bring up the
As this
fish!
is happening, like as he does this, I cast Prestidigitation again and cause a small gust of wind to blow like from like in this direction. So then that way it kind of sets a dramatic tone.
Yeah, I get that. A bit of the sand scuffs up between them for sure. As Mr. Dino over here, he kind of like shakes his head side to side, leveling his tri-horns to the pirate. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that may have impressed the crowd a bit there for some extra drama.
Bring up the fish!
Sir, we don't call them fish anymore. We call them Triton. It's they're sensitive about that.
Shut your tongue! Bring up the hostage!
Okay. He goes to bring.
Help me.
Let her go, vile villain!
I will let her go after you die.
Excellent!
Monkeys, go!
Yes, the monkeys fly out.
Ah,
Ah,
"'Tis but small quarry," I yell out as I slowly and surely take out my yikla.
yes, certainly. The monkeys do a swooping by, cackling with a loud sort of as they swoop over your head, just making a perfectly pouring action, but totally fake. And as they go behind you, they do crisscross and weave back around as they definitely swoop back and forth in wonderful unison, as they do look very well trained.
And as they finally finish their routine, I take out my yikla that's been cast with light, and I point it up to the air, and I say, "Be gone, vile creatures!"
Yes, the very well trained monkeys both fly off in equal distance with great form away from the blinding light and whatnot.
okay.
So, yeah,
Sometimes you just have to get things done yourself. And charges at the T-Rex, jumping up to it.
Oh, what? A charge and gores the captain. Oh my god, you're goring the captain. Okay, yes, so, the Tyrannosaurus, well, not Tyrannosaurus, the Triceratops goes to gore your captain. I want you to make a gore attack for me, please, using the Triceratops' stats.
Okay. Do you have that for me, or?
It should be given to
yes.
all your character sheets.
Okay, good. So what is that gore? Okay.
Okay, it's taking too long. I'm getting Triceratops up. Oh, no, there we go. Alrighty, yes, a 22. So yes, yes, you are gored by the end of this Triceratops as he continues to run you into the side of the ship. And the Triceratops maybe is got a bit more momentum to it. Give me an animal handling, please, Mr. Druid.
Okay. Oh jeez, I have so many tabs open. Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go. Animal handling.
Excellent. So that is enough that basically, as he gets to the ship, the two front top horns kind of dig to the side of the ship's wood, causing it to creak, while most definitely Mr. Captain Jake Marrow has been very, very, very closely almost skewered, but he does play to it as he sounds like he got gored and pinned to this ship. So carry on with your script. Carry on with the script.
Okay.
Okay. And I kind of pull my Triceratops slowly away, so that way Pelagius would kind of fall to the ground, and that way Artemis can put the blood on the sand where he lands.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, totally,
Yes,
absolutely.
Yep.
Meanwhile, as you do that, the other two generic guards basically come up as they basically kind of improv off from the script, which wasn't planned for, as they just basically say that we'll never forgive you for killing Captain Jake Marrow, finest pirate that's ever been on the entire Sword Coast. We shall return stronger than ever.
And we shall see that day, and you will be defeated by the might of the Cholton army.
Excellent. Yes, there we go. There we go. Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
And I use prestidigitation to make some like sparks fly out from behind him.
Yes,
Little
totally.
fireworks.
Absolutely. You do it from between him and the hood of the Triceratops' like head, so it perfectly looks like it's just spewing right out from him. Totally.
And I kind of rear my Triceratops towards one of the which prince was it that was
If
Which
Fantaro
prince?
was the Beastmaster.
I kind of point, or I kind of like face Ifran, and I say, A great victory has been achieved this day under the glorious sun of Chult. May we all remember this day and become greater than ever.
And so, to this day, children dream of riding atop dinosaurs to deter away any invaders who would dare land on our shores and steal from us our hard-gotten gains. And as I say, the end, I put out the flames of all of the...
Ah, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yes. Ah, very nice. Alright then, a DC has been decided. I want you, Mr. Artemis, to give me a performance check made with advantage, please.
Excellent.
Yes!
Yes.
You get a very positive reception. The crowd is not stationary. You haven't got many people standing to their feet, but you get a very enthusiastic. Oh, bravo, bravo, very nice. You know, it's not on their feet, standing uproaring, but there are many people who are quite satisfied with the entertainment you've given, and of course, they're throwing money in. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah. You receive in general coinage 250 gold pieces.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
I start bowing to the crowd and make my Triceratops kind of bow as well.
Certainly, you do so under the dimmed embers of the brazier lights. But now the show is over, and you guys take your leave. Oh, how did that go? How do you like that one?
That was fun.
Awesome.
I know,
That was fun.
that was great. That was great. So, it's now very late at night, and there are other performances that come on to do some other fights and whatnot. Still using the stage. Kind of, you've given the story, so another group come by just to do like a full drawn-out fight. Which you guys have not been expected to attend, you know. That's just gladiators doing their show on their time, but with a new theme to play off, you know. So you don't need to be worried about that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do we meet with Ifran at this time, or?
Ifran is the guy that wanted to take a hit out on you. So he is definitely not going to be on cordial means. He's going to see how this reception has worked to his favor or disadvantage, you know. If you've only fucked it up for some reason, then he's going to, you know, still hate you. So, bottom line, he's not doing anything worse. While the show continues on, another actor, which is another gladiator, so to say, comes up to you. This one is one that you've been dealing with all of your props and so forth. He comes to you and he goes, "No, you did a great job out there. That was actually well thought out in the time given. Pretty nice and subtle, honestly. I think people will be cool to hear that you were the ones that put on that show. Very nice, very nice."
We all worked really hard on it, and that's great to hear that everyone enjoyed it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Wakanga would offer you his villa, but for the time being, he's going to be talking to Ifran before you're let out of the safety of this Colosseum, you know? But in the meantime, there are bunk beds, or rather straw mats that you guys can sleep at, and yeah, we'll see how this goes till morning. Well done out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And with that, you all gain a long rest, and you also level up.
Yay!
Yay!
Yes.
That was an awesome performance. I really like that.
It was great.
Yeah.
Come back and do it any time to earn some coin. 45 minutes, a new story. Why not?
We should pick up a name for the as a performance group.
As a performance group. Oh yeah, totally.
Cool. So we do level up.
Yes, you do level up indeed. And we'll work on that slowly but surely. So, the following morning, you are not met with Wakanga, but you are met with Ekane, the gladiatorialess that had advised all this to you, and she basically goes to you all, and she gives you a warm smile as she goes, "Not bad, guys, not bad. That was pretty good for the show. And I think it ran over well with Ifran. I think that's. I mean, seeing your garlic thunder out there again put you in that whole experience in better light now. In fact, the rider with his Allosaurus, some clerics actually dealt with his dinosaur, and the damage was superficial. We paid him off a little bit, and public appeal has all over gone better for you guys. So, yeah, I would say hold your heads up high. I think you're going to be quite popular around here, like akin to other minstrels and whatnot. You might be getting an autograph or two. Who knows?
This
This
is
is
awesome.
very good news.
Anyway, Wakanga said that if you still wanted to go check in on Sundra, you're more than welcome to. And give me that token you guys got.
The fish gives it over.
Yeah. She takes it and she pops it back into one of her pockets very, very quietly. But she checks around to see if anybody was looking first. And she basically goes, well, yeah, in your own time, make your way back into Port Ninzal. Though we do ask that you don't take part in the dinosaur racing again. But you're more than welcome to perform in the theatrics again. You seem much more suited for it.
We appreciate that.
We'll see if we have some creative inspiration down the line.
Very good, very good.
All right.
Yeah. So what are on people's minds right now? What do people want to get up to? Because you still have Mr. Goodfellow, and you still have your guide, who can take you back into the jungles of Chult. Also, what's worth mentioning, Mr. Druid, your mind may be sort of paranoid and anxious, given that you can remember having a disruptive sort of encounter with a entranced person. Excuse me. An entranced person who came to you talking of snakes underground, or some other things like that, if you remember.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
me, I believe, from
Oh,
the
okay.
the blind orphan.
Yeah,
But I did have another encounter with a priest.
Yes.
That you on the way to the jail or
Okay.
quote unquote jail.
Yes, there was indeed
What
a
did he
place.
say?
So okay.
Yeah, let me just
just
get
wanted
that
to-
properly sorted for you, what he said. But basically, yes, his eyes were glassed over, and he had a symbol on his outfit that looked like an eye, with a monstrous eye, with several facets that all had various smaller eyes around it. And I will get this right. I could guess, I know the general gist, but I want to get this right.
Yeah. And then just control and or just paste it in chat if you don't mind.
Absolutely, that seems like a good thing to do. Look out, Malice Throat, Beggar, yeah, stop feeding. Okay, yes, so, this guy was a bold but very dark mahogany skin, sort of a cleric-y looking dude. And he basically said that the Naga in the lost city of Oralunga, the Guardian, they will know where to take you. It awaits for you in Oralunga.
Yeah, that's that would make my mind very paranoid for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So when you control paste that, I'll just write it down. But I'll look at my.
I
Sorry.
guess it's not much to copy and paste from outside of what I've just said, I guess.
Oh, I just wanted it for my records. That way you don't have to like say it over and over again for me.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. So, you're all free to go and do what you want. You will catch up with Mr. Goodfellow, and he has his collection of paladins or squires, ready for an expedition back into the jungle, while you also have your guide who had seen your show. That guide being Eku, if you remember.
Yes.
Yes. She is with you. She goes, "Wow, I saw your show. Very nice. I'm sorry I haven't been keeping up with you. You guys had been jumping back and forth I couldn't keep track of you."
That's
Okay.
very alright. We were trying to get gold to help pay for your services, as well as keep us up in gear.
Oh, I can understand that.
As to catch you up, we have spoken with the people of the Gauntlet, and they are sending reinforcements to the camp we've gone to. They've also taken care of the wounded for us.
Oh, well, that's it means little to me, though I'm glad to hear it. My only concern are, well, you know that I'm still keen to make my way over to Firefinger. I have my own business I'd like to attend there. That deal still stands, that it'll be free travel, but I appreciate you guys may have other places you need to visit.
We would
Well,
still
that was
like to
very,
see the prophet you've mentioned, the person who can tell us where to locate certain things.
Yes, the guardian of Oralunga. No, she is a key. They are a key benefactor to your journey. Beforehand, I think you may also benefit from going to the Temple of Savras. Grandfather Sitembe over there is a great seer. He may be able to offer some insight before making your next expedition into the jungle with me. He will be able to mention some portents of the future.
I think we should go there. I think it would be best for all of us.
I would like to get a new shield, as well as maybe a new weapon.
Okay, yes, you can get that off Ekane, and just so we've covered that, you can buy everything from Ekane at typical rates. But yeah, buying a special item. Let's see. Yes, you can get some +1 gear if you like from Ekane.
How much would a +1 shield be?
A +1 shield, which would be of an oval shape, but would be pretty resplendent, would be 450 gold pieces. Remember, you've made 250 in raw coinage.
I'd be fine with just a new shield. Normal shield.
Yeah, you can pay the regular price for that.
As well as I'd like a stronger weapon. A warhammer, preferably.
Warhammer. Yeah, she can sort you out with a warhammer. Same price of regular usage. Regular warhammer price, rather.
How much money do we have all together? Because I think I'd like to.
65 gold pieces.
How much is a short bow? I ask her from the side.
25.
Yeah,
25?
it'll be the same as it appears in the player's handbook.
Okay. I'd like to buy a short bow as well.
By all means, you're more than welcome to and able to.
do we have like a handout where do we keep the party loot?
I have it in a resource.
Oh,
To
okay.
keep track of it.
By the way, I'm gonna roll a. There's 5 of you because of Kolos. Kolos being the 5th. Elophil Rosewood.
Hmm.
A parrot poops on your head.
Oh. Great.
Just as you're
Right.
wandering around, it just plop.
I wipe it off disgustedly, but I shrug and I say, that's nature.
Yeah, that is nature, you know. You're now resembling, what's his name? The Hobbit. Oh,
Frodo? I don't know.
no. The one that actually has
Sam?
bird poo on his head. Never mind.
I don't know.
Never mind.
Mary?
Sorry.
Pippin?
No.
Mary Pippin?
No. The brown wizard.
Oh, Radagast.
There we
Radagast
go,
the
it's
Brown?
Radagast the Brown. That's right.
He's not a hobbit.
He
He's
has
from the
bird poo. He's from the Hobbit.
Oh, I thought you said the Hobbit. Like, I thought you meant like, oh, it's a Hobbit, you know? And I was
No.
like, Radagast is not a Hobbit.
No, but he has bird poo coming out the side of his head.
Yes, he does. Yes,
And
he
that's
does.
you. And you're a druid, so it makes double sense.
It makes double sense.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I think if we're done here, I think we should go and see that that Archbishop,
Yes, Grandfather Sitembe of the
Grandfather September.
Yes. Now, you do go to the Temple of Savras, which is a resplendent building. Mr. Pelagius and Arak, you have come by this place several times before, and it is a resplendent building to Savras, god of divination. Its central, dome is coloured to resemble an eye, peering straight up skyward, which is kind of unnerving in a way. But when you guys come into the goldeny, shiny surfaced floorway into this open space kind of entry bit, you can see Grandfather Sitembe, and lo and behold, he is exactly the man who stumbled your way, Alophriel. It's him.
Oh.
Now, when you're approaching him, there are three shadier figures that are nearby. They are hooded and cloaked, as they are trying to push a very massive ruby into his hands. When you guys come in, you're just catching the tail end of it, as basically he says, "I'm sorry, I cannot look for this man. I can't do it. Your friend is lost to the jungle. You must be on your way now. Go on, don't ask any more. It can't be done." And you can see that whatever is being said against his firmly, strongly worded words, they aren't taking no for an answer easily.
I go up and I say, Grandfather Sitembe?
He's just saying excuse me, I'm currently dealing with these ones. As I said before, I can't help you find your friend. But I will not accept this payment. You must let this go, sir. And you can hear some of them saying why the big deal? Take the ruby, it will do wonders in your church. Just help us find this artist Kaimba. Won't be hard, you already have a name.
I look at Pelagius, help me out here.
I'll go up to the people and say, what seems to be the issue?
Basically, they look at you and they look at the team that is swarming around them, essentially, and that man basically just will go, "Nothing's the issue. We were just leaving." And he takes the ruby that he was trying to offer to this priest, he stuffs it in his bag, and him and his two friends make their way out from the temple.
Were they harassing you, priest?
A little bit. I had a suspicion that they didn't mean that this artist Kaimba any favors. Do you look familiar? I swear I've seen one of your faces before.
Yes. I was being taken away by the guards and you fell upon me. rather brutally, and you said some things that I didn't quite understand.
Did I now? I don't remember doing that at all. I do remember an overwhelming need to find somebody. It must have been you. I'm feeling drawn to you. I'm feeling very much like, yes, my Savus worked through me last night. I can certainly feel like that would have been the case. Well, you must have something important to do here. What are you looking for that I can help you with in this jungle?
Well, firstly, we're here sent by Syndra Sylvain, to find a cure for the Death's Curse.
The Death
And
Curse?
yes, have
Whatever
you
you say.
heard of it?
Never heard of it, and I don't even imagine such a thing would be... Well, okay, I have not heard of it, but I wouldn't imagine our jungle would hold anything with such a name. Maybe it's some sort of predator, perhaps, but sounds much more, well, deadly. Describe it
I
to
kind
me.
of like, yeah, I kind of walk by for a second and go, well, do you have any experience removing other curses, perhaps?
Well, yes. I've dealt with one or two miscasts from one of Wakanga's earlier spells when he was still picking up the trade, and I've dealt with I've dealt with a few diseases, I guess, but my dealing with curses has not particularly gone that far. My talent is for communing with Savas to discern the undiscernible future.
Do you know anybody who's good at removing curses around here?
Well, and he does have a little chuckle as he's just like, it's like you're talking to a car showman to tell you where to find the finest motorbikes, you know. And he's kind of like, well, I can certainly consult the guides to assist you, and he kind of shakes a donation box in front of you.
How much you want?
Oh, I mean, all donations are, very much appreciated.
I take 10 gold and I put it in the box.
That should do.
He gives it a rattle, and he's just like, I feel like the spirits and the guides are feeling a little bit lackluster today, and he gives it another shake. They may need
And I
some more
kinda just
coaxing.
I look at him and I go, look, here's what'll happen. I will give you 50 gold if you give us some information, but only if you give us the information first.
He basically continues to shake the box, and he's just like, the portent guides are not one to be, dealing and negotiating like that, my boy. And plus, we're not talking about offers, we're talking about donations to a local cause that keeps this temple running.
I will donate handsomely if you give us the information we desire.
I'm sure the guides would be more than happy to assist you after seeing your generous nature. But for now, they may not be stirred enough. They may not come out of their waking. Plus,
It's all ready for a good cause, and I throw 40 gold pieces into the dish.
Give me an insight check.
Who? Him or me?
You.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was probably the right amount. So he just goes, yes. Come back to me tomorrow. I will have consulted the guides about, you want to ask about where to best remove a curse. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I shall consult the guides. Meet back with me tomorrow, and I will have your answers, if the guides be willing.
Great. And it's church, right?
It's the Temple of Savras, yes.
Istanbul.
Okay, great. Take one of the benches and I just go right to sleep on it.
Who is this, sorry?
Artemis.
Artemis. Okay. Okay.
I look at my other companions and I say, do you want to ask him of something?
Well,
I hope.
We still need to find out about the death curse.
Do you need help consulting the gods?
oh no. I mean, no. This is You're asking the Archbishop of Canterbury if he has said his morning prayers. You know. This is his jam. You follow your own god. Have you decided who that god is, Arak?
I haven't. I had picked it, but I don't remember. I have to search it again.
It could have been Lathander, God, Morning Lord of the Light, potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, keep in mind he's I think a human-based or elvish-based god, but
yeah, but I think there wasn't really a dwarf-based light god or sun god.
maybe. But keep that written down then, so you don't forget. Lathander, the Morning Lord.
Yeah.
Very important.
I look at the others and I say, I have something that I wish to discuss with the great. Sorry, what was his title? Sorry.
Grandfather Sitembe.
Grandfather Satembe, and I look at him and I say, I have something that I wish to discuss, but it must be done in secret.
We have a confessional booth that we can do. Not a problem.
And I look at Pelagius and I say, it's nothing about you or the party, it's trust me.
That's fine. We all have our own things we keep private.
It's not you. It's me. I have to break up. I hope you understand.
I have to break up, you understand?
Yeah. So, let's see. So, he just basically, seeing as you, is this the paladin or is this druid?
This is Elothiel, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes over mic, your voices can sound kind of similar to me, but
Oh, sorry.
no. It's anyway. So you are led to a little confessional booth, and you are allowed a quiet moment to open up. Grandfather Satembe doesn't prompt you. He waits for you to talk about whatever you want to talk about that's on your mind.
I kind of give a deep breath and I say, as you may probably know, I'm not a religious, in your sense, kind of man.
Oh, I wouldn't say that at all. You commune to spirits of nature who are as much intangible as our own gods, but still work and move their influence through us and their own workings. So your spirits and the nature itself is very much alive as much as our gods are. You are as spiritual as I am, I would say.
And I nod and I say, well, thank you for the sympathy. It's just, before I came to Chult, I had a dream. None of my druids in my Order of the Everglade could explain it, and neither can I. But perhaps maybe you can help me, since you were the one who came upon me.
Yes, you did say that I came upon you, and I definitely feel a draw to you, and I can certainly imagine that the spirits of Savras and the guides definitely want to work through me to assist you. I feel their presence, and I can feel their calling. I think that you're quite right, my friend.
And I kind of, and I nod and I say, well, you see, the dream went something like this. And I basically tell him the dream that I had.
Yes, certainly. Pardon me for make a note and look them up. I was saying that to Arak Fireforge as they found him a more suitable dwarf goddess.
Oh, okay, I see.
you begin to relay that to him, and he listens intently, and he reclines in his seat as he takes a long, drawn-out sort of sigh, and he looks a bit paler as he looks very much afraid, and he begins to explain that when Savras was the prominent god of Chult, he was in charge with protecting us from the Yanti, the despicable snake people that lurk in the jungle. It was up to us to keep tabs on the snake people and give the Choltons the advantage they need to be aware of their movings. Now that more gods have come and gone, our influence is drained, and the Yanti have long since gone into hiding. Savras works through me, and he wants to make note of snakes. And he works through you, or through one of his guides, to alert you of snakes, of Yanti, of poison, of venom, of death. It very much is the case that I should, instead of looking for who can break a curse, I think you should allow me to consult the spirits over tonight, to consult the higher servants of Savras, and discern your twisted, morphing dream, your nightmare, into more tangible, solid evidence. And he will work through me. I have no doubt that he will commune with me, and he will guide you onto your path.
There is one thing I have yet to mention as I was here. When my friends were caught up in a accident with a barrel, I noticed that there was a woman in purple clothing. Her eyes were different, and
They were
I couldn't.
snake-like, weren't they?
And I kind of look at him like shocked, like he knew, and I was like, "Yes."
They were amber, with dark, narrow, dagger-like slits down the middle of their their amber glow.
Yes, exactly that. And she looked at me.
She was a Yanti. She was a snake woman. Once maybe a human, tainted through dark, bloody rituals to become part snake. The Yanti worship Dendar, the night serpent. God, the long forgotten one, who eats off nightmares. Once he has had his fill, he will entwine around the world and crush it in his coils.
And that's what I saw.
Then you know that your enemy is the Yanti. You know that they move against you for reasons I don't know. But by tonight, if I commune with Savras, and if I discern what they may hold against you, perhaps I can tell you more.
Then that is my next move. And I stand up with him and I say, "Thank you, Father."
Yes. See me tomorrow. Don't let your path become unwavered by any miscellaneous whatevers. Just see me tomorrow at the first light. I must tell you first and foremost, as soon as Savras has told through me what you must know.
I will, post haste. And I nod and I thank him before leaving the confessional.
Yes, he leaves and he says a few words to a few of his fellow clergymen as he makes his way straight and directly to his private chambers, seemingly in a rush to get straight on to his communion with Savras and his many guides. Now, I will ask, if you like, we can end this session here or carry on a bit.
I'm good where we close it off. I mean, it closes off here. That's a pretty good spot. pick up next week.
Very
agree.
good. All right, so
Same.
with you guys in the Temple of Savras, having just had that little bit of intense conversation with Grandfather Sitembe, and with the people of Chult seemingly back in your favor, we will end today's session.